G'day everyone, Rob or Blurt here, Outback-Vaping, and today I'm doing, well, it's an older one, but the Axial Pro from Twisted Messes and Mass Mods. So I've had this sitting up on the shelf for ages and just haven't gotten around to using it. So we'll flip the camera, get down, have a sticky bee, and I'll tell you what I think. Let's get straight into it. Well, sorry about the noise, but you get that. Alright, Axial Pro by Twisted Messes and Mass Mods. Let's pop this open. So we got our spares, little baggie of goodies, spare drip tip, which I might even swap over to that one later, but we'll see how we go. We've got the two decks. Yeah, nice little. Look at that. Go over them in a sec. One. Now this here, you've got para, and well, you've got your standard build and you've got a series build, which will give you the best of both worlds. One cuts the ohms in half and one doubles it from what it would be for a single coil. There's our cap. And here's our airflow control. What else have we got in the box? Our manual. So if you want to learn a second language, look, we can learn Italian, Spanish, French, Dutch, German, English. It's all there. So you've got a little translation book. Once again, just show you, focus you bastard, parallel and series decks. So the series one is the blue post and the parallel one is the black post. So the blue will act like a neutral. So when you're looking at this, here we go. Oh, bit hard to see with that light at the moment. So that's your positive and negative, and this here is neutral. So pretty much it's not supposed to conduct anything. It just basically joins your two coils together to operate as one large coil. And that is your stock standard. So to show the difference, I'm going to build both and see what the go is. But let's have a little bit of a sticky beak at this. So we've got Axial Pro, Mass Mods, series written on the bottom. Same thing on here, your Twisted Messes. I'll bring this up a bit closer. Twisted Messes, see, parallel. And we'll bring this one up. And we got series. So everything's there so you can see. Very neat, tidy. Nice and clean. Very nice, neat. Do like that blue finish. Oh, focus in, you bastard. Yeah, that blue finish. Do like that. Stainless steel. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, as you can see. But it's a nice clean finish. Not too bad on the inside. Everything about it seems pretty decent. Let's see if we pop this off. Oh. Yeah, nice O-ring on there. Looks like a nice chunky one, not one of them thin pissy little fuckers. Yep. Alright, so it's an RDA. Not much to go over. But we're going to build both lots. I'll piss this off. Don't need that now. Going to use their Allen key. Now it does come with 2 squonk pins. 4. So we've got 2 squonk pins. 4 spare screws. Hang on, well we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 8 spare screws and a heap of O-rings. So basically you got enough spares for both decks. Only thing you got is one single top cap, so don't think that's anything major. And you get a little adapter in there as well, so not too bad, not too bad at all. We'll take that out, chuck that over here. So I've got a couple of coils here. They were try-out coils that came in. I'm hosting a waffle on AVS at the moment to raise funds for a kid with leukemia. It's young William Moore, and bloke Ian Doolan, owns by OUI, donated some coils, and he included a couple for me to try out. So these come in at 0.1 joule. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a set in each deck and seeing what the difference in resistance is, just so that you guys can see what I mean when I say one goes up, one goes down. So they should be around about a 0.2 single if they're up 0.1 joule. So got our coils here. We will get our tool. Let's have a look at this now. Looking at that, I'm not going to have to sit too high, but we're going to want a little bit of a leg on there. So I reckon let's just hold this up here. So going from the bottom of the deck up, I reckon we're going to want around about 6 mil for the legs. We'll give that a go. We'll go with 6 for the legs. Make it 6.5, bugger it. So, any 6.5. Get me handy snips. That's 1, 2. Before I go installing everything, I'm just going to drop that in for a second and see if I'm going to be happy with the height on that. I reckon that's going to give me maybe a little bit too much height. Oh no, that should be around about right. Might take that down to 5.5. So bang it back in. 5.5. Bugger it. We'll go 5. Go 5. Take it down just that little bit more. So I've got 5 mil on that one. $5 mil on that one. $5 mil on that one. One more to go. And another 5. So there we go. We've got our coils cut, rip raw and ready to go. Chuck that off to the side. Get our Allen key. Comes with the solid pinions pre-installed. Back these off quickly. Now I did want these basically to show off coils because it's a nice flat deck. And look at this, see that? She's a bit loose. So straight out the box, that's a little bit loose. Let's tighten that up a little. Problem solved. No more wiggly. Do like how the it's sunk into the deck, like so, on the sides. That makes it, just brings everything down that little bit lower. Do like that. I do like that. So coil 1, coil 2, Just hold them in place for a sec. Tighten him up. Tighten this one up. Wouldn't mind getting some of those screwdriver style bits. Be a lot easier than using these typical standard Allen keys. Take that off just a little bit more. There we go. Bang that one in. Alright, that's them two in. We'll grab our coiling rod. Just like so. Like so. Straighten these out a bit. Now that cap, that should be, yeah, plenty of room in there. I reckon we can bring them out just a little bit. Just a tad. Close to that airflow, but enough for it to get down and underneath. So I'm going to go with that to start off with. It's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get the other one together. One lot in, second lot in. There's the Allen key. Tighten that up. Tighten this one up. Drop the bastard. Beautiful warm night here in South Australia. This is a bugger to try and do on camera and look at the screen at the same time. So there we go, that's that one. I'll just double check. Yeah, see, they were a little bit loose on this one too. So we've got the insulator here for the neutral. So that's not making any connection with anything at all. That's just basically a floating there. Let's pull that up and a little. Oh, didn't do that one up tight enough, did I? Back that off. Oh, wrong thing. Back that off. Back in there. There we go. Tidy them up a little. So pretty much looks identical, almost exactly the same. While we're at it, because we've checked that other bit, we'll just go, yep. So if you do get one of these and it's brand new, or if you've had one and had issues with it, I'd be checking all your screws on it, because every one of these was a little bit loose. So just to be on the safe side, I'd be double checking them all. But I also make it nice and easy to pull apart to clean it. So alright, so I'm going to be testing these out on the gore. Now I've got to remember how to do this. Oops, I've forgotten how to use the gore. I've been sitting in voltage for too long. I know how to lock it and unlock it. I know how to flip the screen. There we go, settings, go on to settings, temperature control, voltage. Alright, that's all on. Cool. Exit. Oops. Bloody drongo. There we go. We're going to want got wattage. I'll turn that all the way down. Lower than that. And start off at about 15 watts. Just to see how it goes. So, starting off at a 0.06, which is really bloody low, but it should come up to a 0.1. I'll just pulse this up nice and slow. Let's see how we go. And here comes the rain. Nice and slow. Yeah, a little bit of a... Yeah, where's my tweezers? So hopefully you're still going to be able to hear me over this rain. A bit of a squeeze. Squeeze. Don't know if you can see that too good. It's starting to glow up. Take that up a little bit more. A bit of a hot spot on that one. It is a little bit harder to do it when you've got such bright light. Squeeze. Have a look at that. Bring it over here. Let's have a look. Alright, see, it's got this hot spot. I've still got a bit of a hot spot in that one. There we go. Nice. So that has come in at 0.1 on the dot, just like the good man said it would. Perfect. So, it's a little bit warm. We'll pop that one off. Stick that off to the side. Pop this one on. And it comes in at 0.24 to start off with. At 0.1, this here should logically come in around about a 0.3, I think. See, we've definitely got one coil heating up quicker than the other. Just double check. Everything's nice and tight. Now, working with series builds, that is kind of expected because of the flow I found that out with the mod father. This one coil is just not heating up at all, really, is it? Yeah, feels like it's in there. Bloody blowfly. Give that a squeeze. See, I just can't get this other one to start heating. It is starting to, just ever so slightly, but it's just not getting the power to it. What I might do is just back that off a little. Get that little coiling rod in here. Just to yeah, that's in there, nice and firm. Take that out just a little bit more so I can pulse it quicker. I want to pulse that a bit quicker. Once again, still not quite getting. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to get a bit of power through this other coil. Let's see. Little trick it used to have. Yeah, see, now that's starting to work a bit better. Just do this again. Here we go. Now we're starting to get a nice even glow happening. It's looking a lot better. Yeah, look at that. Nice even glow. I'll turn that up just a little bit more so we can see if we can do it a bit quicker. And look at that. Nice even. Good bit of ramp up. Alright. Ooh, that one's nice and warm. So we'll let that cool down for a second. Just for a sec. Shouldn't take too long. As always, I will be using can of cotton, and that came in. So as I said, it should keep being around at about a 0.2 single coil, and one will halve it and one will go up by half again. So drop down to 0.1 and the other one jumps up to a 0.31. So pretty bang on, spot on what I'm after. So exactly the same coils, but gives me two completely different results due to that series deck. Now, what we'll do is stick the series deck off to the side, bang this one back on here, once again, let's have a look at the side. That's just how I want it, sitting just on the coil. Beautiful. Get myself some cotton, good old canna cotton. Do like my canna. Use it pretty much exclusively these days. Given up on trying other brands. Let's bring this over a bit. Bang that in there. About there. Nip the tip. Through there. I reckon we want them about that. That looks pretty bloody good to me. Alright, so if you watch me in the past, you know I don't have a fluff game. I don't bother with that. It is wick, tuck, and away we go. That's RDA, RTA, you name it. Not much point in it. I've never really had issues with dry hits or wicking, so especially with the canna cotton. I used to, when I used up some of the other cottons, used to fluff it and carry on and do the roll and all this other crap. Found, nah, no point. Now there is locking tabs that line up. See the groove just there on the inside and on that side. So they're the only grooves that are on it for it to line up with these little locking tabs on the side here. As you see, the deck sits quite high in comparison to the top cap. It takes up like half the top cap, actually pretty much spot on half the top cap. So just drop that on. So O-rings are tight, we'll say that. Let's slide, and that should drop in nicely. It should. Just can't get it to drop that last little. There we go. Beautiful. As you can see, just on that coil there. May have to bring them out a little bit more in the future, but still got this to go in yet, which will reduce the chamber a little bit more again. So we're going to bang on some homemade cheesecake. Just juice that up a bit. Alright. That's that one ready to go. Oh. Hang on. Bear with me. Let's pop that one off. Stick that over here. We'll pop this one back on. Bit more cotton. God, come through, you bastard. Easy done. Oh. There's that one. Trying to get this done as quick as possible. Do apologise for any of the background noise. You can hear the missus and my sister inside talking, carrying on like pork chops. I'll go like so. Take a little bit off at this side like so. I can even them out a little bit. Ta-da! All done. So that's another one. Wicked, rip roaring, ready to go. Just tack that in, lift and tuck. Sits in there nicely. Nice, nice, nice. Let's juice this one up. I'm going to use the same juice. Oh, here we go. So basically, one would be perfect for a single battery tube. For me, wouldn't go any lower than 0.1, especially even with a 30T or anything. My recommendations, 0.12 preferably. This is starting to get a bit lower than what I'd normally recommend. So, and as you can see, it doesn't ramp up quite as quick. And there we go. So that's that one ready to go. Pop this one off. Stick it off to the side. Give that a wipe off quickly. Bang this one back on. And yep, back on 0.1, spot on. And it's got a little bit more pop to it already. Let's bang the cap on. We'll go with the wide open slot. So you got the wide open or 3 holes. We're going to go with the wide open to start off with. So that's a bit, that spins a bit looser. That's quite smooth. If anything, it's a bit on the loose side. So turn that up a little bit more. And there we go. Juice that up a bit. Let's flip it, take it up top, have a hit on each, and I'll let you know what I think. So this is a bit longer a review, but there's 2 decks to go through and double the building, so I do apologise for this. Let's see what my first impressions are of the Axial Pro. So we're looking at, it says 3.3 volts, so we'll go, I'm going to take it back over to voltage because that's where I prefer to vape. We'll bang it on 4 volts. That hits quite hard. That cap is heating up quick though. It's heating up. Oh, that's warm on the lips. Flavour is definitely there. Definitely there. Proudly South Australia, go the Coopers. Very easy to build on, as you can see. I probably would go 5.5 mil for the coil legs. Oh, tipped to the side a bit too soon. But that top cap, oh god, she's heating up fast. No shorts or anything, still sitting at 0.1 on the dot. Hasn't budged. Very nice coils, my good man. Not too many hot spots, not too hard to get the glow up nicely. So thank you very much, Ian Doolan. Owns by Owie. Or is it Ooey? Owie or Ooey? Either way sounds good. So hit him up for some coils, they're not bad. All right, let's take that cap off. Oh, she's getting warm. Whew. Take that off the mod. Stick her off to the side. Grab this one, bang it on. Those decks, the deck when you're pulsing your coils and getting them to glow, they actually trap the heat and hold the heat. And being stainless steel, it's transferring it to the top cap really quick. So just give that a second. But in saying that, it's cooling down quite quickly as well. Condensation on the inside. Ooh. Alright, let's get this cap on. Goes on this deck a bit easier, so I think it must just be the O-rings on that one are a little bit tighter. Alright, so 0.37. Take the cap off. No, she's sitting at a 0.37. Probably should have taken a second reading. Should be a bit lower than that, but oh well. No shorts or anything are popping up. Now, see the difference? This is 0.37 at 4 volts. Barely gets roaching. So, I'll just show you quickly. 0.37, 4 volts. As you see, definitely, it's just the vapor production is nowhere near the same. So we'll turn that up, take that to a point, well, we'll go 0.8, only because I'll be rocking this on a stack later on, so 0.8, 8 volts. Double the voltage, similar wattage though. That's the thing you've got to remember. So we're using double the voltage, but I'm getting a similar wattage out of it. Once again, there's no difference really in the flavour. It's just a slightly different type of vape. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit cooler, not quite so rowdy. I've swapped it over to the 3 holes. It is a little bit more restrictive. I prefer it wide open. But definitely good flavour. I'd have to say it's on par. It's not a blow your head off flavour RDA. Usually get that more so with an under coil airflow, but it's definitely up there with things like the Goon. Definitely up there with the Goon. Probably say pretty much on par. So if you like the Goon or those sorts of RDAs, you definitely like this. So, there you go. The Axial Pro from Twisted Messes and I've forgotten the other one. Mass Mods. That's right. Sorry, mate. Anyway, so Twisted Messes, Mass Mods, Axial Pro. Get yourself one if you can. If not, just get the Axial. You don't have to get the Pro kit. Very versatile, easy to install, and for coil builders out there, it's a great little one for showing off your coils because nothing's getting in the way. It's just full open little deck, nice to install, get a bit of colour in them, show them off. You could go a single coil. nice decent sized single coil in it. On the other deck, no, not really. That's what you want this one for. So you got your parallel and your series deck, one top cap, a few drip tips, all the spares. Get hold of one if you can. I'm Robert Blurt. This is Outback Vaping. Have a bloody ripper day. Enjoy.